So, all right, man, I'm gonna go ahead and start reading this thing. But before I do all that, check out the Tiwanaku influence. Basically, the ancient Inca. They got sphinxes, pyramids over here, pre-Inca history. You know they think they aliens. We always got to be aliens. Priest kings, Tiwanaku, ancestors of the um, Inca. Acapana pyramid, Bolivia is pyramids, man. I'm gonna check out some of this stuff and bring it up. But for right now, oh yeah, another thing. American slaves in America. I'm gonna go through this, man. And I was supposed to make a video about red bone Indians. It's on one of the pages talking about the Catalogue and all of that, but I'm still gonna bring that out. Um, excuse me. But yeah, I'm just showing you what happened. I'm gonna come back to that, man. Cause I hate when this computer act a damn fool. But here you go, man. Some of the this I typed in uh Indian slave trade, and you see what we get. You see what we get, man. Indian slavery. That's all I type, and you know nothing but niggas show up. Nothing but Negroes show up. Why is this always, man? If you join my page, man, it's cut and clear now. You got some clarity. We talking about Indians when we talking about Negroes. You heard? But we gonna hop straight into this. Uh, excuse me. Uh, uh, is this it? All right. All my slaves were the Negroes, Indians. Oh, no, 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 no. Maybe wrong. No, that's it. All my slaves were the Negroes, Indians, mustees, and mulattoes towards a thick description of slave religion. The time was in the late 1760s and the place was Charleston, South Carolina. A young musician was on his way to perform with his French horn tucked under his arm. As he passed by a large meeting house, he heard much commotion on accounts of a crazy man was hollowing, hollowing there. He might have ignored the event, but his compassion dared him to blow the French horn among them and disrupt meeting, thinking they might have some fun. John Morant and his companion entered the meeting hall with the intent of mischief. As he lifted his horn to his lips, the crazy man, evangelist George Whitfield, cast an eye upon him, pointed his finger at John Marin, and uttered these words: "Prepare to meet thy God, O Israel." That sounds crazy. How? Okay, let's go. Merritt was struck dead for some 30 minutes, and when he awakened, Reverend Whitefield declared, "Jesus Christ has got thee at last." After several days of ministrations by Reverend Whitefield, the Lord set John Merritt's soul at liberty, and he dedicated his life to the propagation of the gospel. The Lord ain't with these people. You know, Merritt first, let's continue. Merritt first witnessed to members of his family, and when they rejected the newfound evangelical spirit, he fled to the wilderness where he sought solace amongst the beasts of the woods. Is he talking about animals? Is he trying to find a life with animals of the woods? Okay, let's continue. Merritt was not afraid, for God had made the beast friendly to me. All right, all right. Let's continue. When Merritt happened upon a Cherokee deer hunter, they spent 10 weeks together killing deer by day. Okay, is this the beast he talking about? Cause he killing beasts. He can't find solace in a deer if he running with a deer hunter. Yeah, whatever. Killing deer by day and let's continue. Preparing brush arbors by night to provide sanctuary for themselves in the wilderness. Becoming fast friends by the end of the hunting season, the Cherokee hunter and the African American missionary returned to the hunter's village where they would continue their cultural exchange. However, when he attempted to pass the outer guard at the Cherokee village, the Cherokees were less than excited with Merritt and he was detained and placed in prison. It was not that Merritt was a black man that troubled the Cherokee. The peoples of the southeastern United States had relations with Africans that stretched back perhaps as far as 1,000 years. Do that make sense? If they had relations as far as 1,000 years, then how the white man? This is the devil, man. When you read this stuff, like I quoted in my other videos, man, you gotta sometimes translate, cause these niggas. Let's continue. It was just that ever since black people had started, who's black? Who is black? And started showing up with their friends, the white people. Their friends? Okay, let's continue. That things had started going particularly bad for the Indians of the southeastern United States. It seems that as soon as Europeans showed up on the coast of the United States, they started reading from a formal document called the Requiremento, Requiremento that declared themselves to be Christians and by nature superior to the uncivilized heathens that they encountered. So where the hell is all this shit this man talking up above from? What the hell if he himself is a Christian talking about going to live amongst the beasts and all, what the hell is he talking about? A two-edged tongue. Let's go. The indigenous people were then informed by the Requiremento that if they accepted Christianity, they would become the Christians' slaves in exchange for the gift. So you basically in exchange for the gift of salvation. So you saying if I accept your Christian God, I can be a Christian slave for exchange for salvation, a gift of salvation. You out your rabbit ass mind. Rabbit, not rabbit. Rabbit. Like a rabid dog, not a rabbit dog. Let's continue. If they did not accept the gospel of Christianity, they would still become. So you would still. So it's a yes or no. I'm still gonna be a slave. I see. But that their plight would be much worse. Everywhere that explorers such as Ponce de Leon, Vasquez de Leon, and Hernando de Soto went on their explorations throughout the American Southeast. They carried with them bloodhounds, chains, and iron collars for that sound like man for acquisition and exploration of Indian slaves. A Cherokee from Oklahoma remembered his father's tale of the Spanish slave trade. At an early state, the Spanish engaged in the slave trade on this continent, and in so doing, kidnapped hundreds of thousands of Indians from the Atlantic and Gulf Coast to work their mines in the West Indies. Man, I'm gonna continue, but man, go and see my earlier videos, man, and you'll understand, man. You got to read from different sources to put it all together to see what they're talking about. Cause these people, demons, cretins. But I'm gonna come out with the next video and continue reading. This is just part one.